workouts to the classroom and just a bonding, with the class. So I would say it's been a good experience.
Is there a common? What's the goal, the will? I mean, you see a lot of talent around you. What can this be a special group?
Oh, I would say our class is a special group, but again, I feel our class is a small part of the team that's already here right now. So right now, we're trying to find our place in this team right now so we can help this team accomplish, the bigger goal.
You now have a teammate. His first name is Legend. I mean, have you guys kidded him about that, or how cool is that? And does that push him to be great as you've gotten to know him?
I feel like with a name like that comes high expectations, and I would say right now he's fulfilling those high expectations, So I feel like, with someone have a name like that, it says a lot of our group. You know what I mean? We're trying to be great.
What are your expectations for yourself?
My expectations right now for this offseason, right now, these winter workouts, I want to come in and I want to be known as one of the hardest working people. Because, I was on the phone with my mom and I was telling her, like, coming out of high school, a lot of people would say, I was the toughest tackle in the country, but I want to come in here and I want to be seen as one of the hardest workers, because a lot of times people with a lot of talent, they don't like to work hard, so I try to prove Coach Mick, I want to prove the older guys, prove guys in my class that I could be one of the hardest workers. So right now, my goal right now is to work hard, in every single drill and every single lift.
Harris, it's not usually the plan for a freshman offensive lineman to start. It's happened in the last 7-8 years.
Mm-hmm.
But for you, there seems to be a general expectation that you are going to compete for one of the starting tackle spots, despite having another player that was similarly ranked to you that's been in the program for 3 years going against you. I mean, is that your mindset right now, the idea that if you can do the thing you just said and display how hard of a worker you are and combine that with your talent, that you could compete to start as a true freshman?
I would like to. I get in the playbook enough, and I work hard enough. I show the coaches that I'm ready to play, and I go out there when it's time to put the pads on, and I show that I'm ready to compete. I would like to compete to start as a freshman, God willing. But in the end, I just want to be on the field as much as possible in any way that could help this team, get where we want to be at.
Now, I've watched a lot of highlight films for offensive linemen in my life, and yours is impressive just because of the plays, but the general way that you seem to enjoy yourself on the field during the game, you dance when you pancake people and you have I don't know if swag's an overused word, but you have a certain thing about you, What is that? What makes you different than other tackles? Who's dancing after a pancake block?
I would say I like to have fun with it, because for me, I feel like when you look at offensive line, a lot of times it's not really a fun position to watch.
Right.
It's fun to dominate. When you're playing, it's fun to dominate the guy in front of you, but sometimes it's not fun to watch. And with me being relatively new to playing offensive line, I try to put my own spin on it. I want to have fun with it. So I guess that was my thing of, in high school when I was putting somebody on the ground, I was, I guess in a way, have fun with them, I guess,
Harris, when you talk about wanting to compete for a starting job on day one, in your mind, how realistic is that of a goal for you?
I feel like it's as realistic as I want it to be. I feel like and again, it's, as the coaches say, it's not up to the coaches, it's up to everybody in the room to compete, So really the spot's open for anybody. It's who's going to go in there and just take the job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like, again, if I'm in the playbook enough, if I'm putting in the work in the weight room, on the field, when we're running, trying to be in the front, do the things like that. When it's time to put the pads on, I go out there and I be the toughest guy I can be. Then I feel like at that point, it's up to the coaches.
I know